a little one at home today?
I have a little one at home playing Legos,
Oh,
and so as much as I can ask him to, you might hear a little
it is what it is.
tiny boy voice.
Got it. That's so cool. So, hey, I had this
So,
experience that I wanted to chat with you about fear today because I had this thing happen to me like a week ago, and then we can just see where that takes us and go from there. But I did something I've never done before. I was asked to be on a radio show. So it was a half an hour radio show. I know, cool. And I was talking about positive youth development. And so I was invited like about a month ago, and we set a date, and then that date came really close. And so then I postponed because I was like, I don't think I can do this.
Right.
But I wanted to do it. Yeah, I really wanted to do it because I've never had that experience before, and it wasn't a live show, so that was good news. But anyway, so then I just pushed through that, and then we scheduled a new date. I showed up for that new recording, and it was really an interesting experience. But the whole time, I'm like really super nervous, even though I know it was live. The host was really good. I mean, he was so good about making people comfortable. But it was just all in my head, right? About I'm going to say something dumb. And actually I did. He asked me what words of it. I said an acronym, and then he asked me, what did that stand for? And I was like, in my head, I'm going, oh my God, I don't know.
Right.
So I sort of knew, but then I said it and I was like, that wasn't right. But I didn't say that on air. And later I went, does it really matter? I mean, nobody died, right? And if somebody really wants to know what that acronym was, even though I said it wrong, they'll go look it up and it'll be fine.
Right. So you ended up saying it wrong.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
On air. Okay. Yeah. But like, you're the only one hanging on to that, right?
Totally. I'm sure
they've already moved on with their life.
Totally.
Right. Yeah.
I went, that's not right. And they went and looked it up. Whatever. It's okay.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Fear is it is a really debilitating thing in life, right? Yeah. That unfortunately can stop us all from doing so many amazing things.
Right.
I have a huge fear, and it's getting better. It's getting better with every new opportunity I take, and every time I say yes to something like you did.
Right.
Of public speaking.
Okay.
I just have, and I'm a very I'm an extrovert, right? I feel like I can talk to a brick wall, but there's some fear I have about all these eyes on me at once, and that the word, like, I'm not going to say something right or do something right, you know? And you're right. It's like, what's the big deal if you don't? Like, we're human beings. We make mistakes, right? But it is a fear. And what I'm learning as I age and I have more experiences is that the more you do something, the more you push beyond your fear.
Yeah. It's like exercising. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And so, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even wrote back to that guy after he sent me the link. Actually, it aired yesterday. It aired on Monday. So I haven't listened to it yet to see what else did it sound like. But he said it was really good. And the funny thing about doing a radio show that I didn't know before, because I've never done it, was that the half an hour time goes really fast. Like, yeah, it was over before I even knew it. So and the whole time I'm being anxious about something. And he went, okay, so time's up. And I went, really? We're just getting started. So it was really fun to do. And I would do it again, even though I'd probably be nervous.
Yeah.
But
that's so awesome. I didn't know you were on a radio show.
I know. I'll send you the link if you want to listen to it. It's about positive youth development and working with kids and that kind of thing.
Well, there you go. I've got 3 of them.
Yeah, you do.
I could probably use that.
Yeah, it's 4-H centric a little bit, but work that I'm doing, in writing curriculum and that kind of thing. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, so I read this quote, and actually in my 40s, which was, like 20 years ago, I was doing lots of spiritual growth work. And there was this quote, I think it's still, around the world today, but it's about you can't have fear and love at the same time. You can't hold those two things at the same time.
Okay.
So if you can get to a place, if you can ask the question, how can I bring more love into the situation right now, whether you're public speaking or whether you're on a radio show, whatever it is, then the fear has to go away if you can bring more love. But it's really hard to do, to be intentional about having that thought. You know, how can I asking that question in the moment? So
right. And I think what you know, as adults, we're all so scared of, I feel like, where fear really you know, causes us just to stand still, is we're worried about messing up, or worried about what other people think, or worried about, you know, we're projecting our own assumptions on, you know, the situation or other people. And
so, definitely
it's really kind of silly because we're adults. Like, you think that, you know,
right. Shouldn't we be over that by now? Going, whatever, it doesn't matter what other people think. You know, it's like, we know just sitting in our own power and all of that is important, and how do we get there? But it's hard intentional work, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, I have a question. So since we're talking about fear, fear is used a lot in our industry, right? In our industry of networking.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So what would you say you've worked through with that? Or were you originally fearful of something and now you're not?
You mean as working the business, or as using fear as a tactic or something like that?
No. Like stopping you from working your business.
Oh, yeah, certainly. I mean, sometimes I still worry when I reach out to someone, especially cold reach outs.
Yeah.
You know, are they going to think I'm spammy or whatever, you know, and I don't want to
worried about what people will think.
Yeah. And but I also don't want to be that spammy marketer, right? I want to do this with loving intention. And so coming up with the right language, the right approach to each individual. I think that's the key, is really developing those relationships ahead of time, and knowing that it doesn't go fast, right? This is not a fast industry. It's like, I think the fear can go away if you just realize it takes time. The relationship building is what it's all about. It's the people industry more than a marketing industry.
Right. It's about trust, right?
Yeah.
People that trust us. And, you know, that's kind of how you and I met. I mean, a few other ways, but via Bob, who really has taught us that. And I think that we are definitely onto something, right? Like maybe weren't taught all the right ways to work our business, but gosh, doesn't it feel good now that we have experience and we know how to set ourselves apart, right? Which is not cold spamming and bugging our friends, and it's just building relationships and being authentic about our approach. So but I still get scared sometimes too. I will say, I tell all you guys this, I tell my team this all the time. I have yet to lose a friend. Like, I don't know when I talk to people, I don't want to bug my friends. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm like, they're your friends. Like, I don't know if you're bugging them. I genuinely have yet to lose a friend. Like,
me neither. That doesn't. So, I've heard horror stories of people losing friends, and I'm like, really? Were they really your friend? I don't know. I don't know.
And also, what was your approach? Yeah. So anyway, when done the right way, I feel like that fear really subsides pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think so too. And it takes, like anything else, like we started this talking about, it just takes practice, right? You have to just keep doing it until.
And give it, you have to give it time. It's not, it is something that should be, if it's done right, built over time.
Definitely. So. Yes, but I'm going to try to remember that tactic also of asking myself the question, how can I bring more love into this situation right now when I'm in a fearful place, to see if I can, just get over that a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe not focus so much on ourselves.
Yeah.
Right. But like, what is this going to offer the listeners of the radio show, right? Like,
and that's what it was about.
What value can I provide by doing this? So I need to get over myself, right? And like help some other people.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're doing the random acts of kindness thing. This is kind of like a non sequitur, but not really, sort of related to helping others.
Yeah.
And so did you do one today yet?
Well,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but
no.
Okay.
So the boys really wanted to bake our cookies
Mm-hmm.
and to neighbors that I thought it was kind of sweet because they said, we're very good friends with a bunch of our neighbors, but they're like, don't you think it would be extra kind if we took them to neighbors that we're not super close with? I know, which I thought was really nice. I was also at the Oakland Children's with Oliver today. I'm getting his cleft lip checkup, and it's hard for Oliver to see other kids that aren't feeling well and that are sad.
He knows that. Yeah.
I feel like I try to teach him that although it's hard for him, it's really nice to give them a warm smile and make them feel like they're not alone and stuff. So no, I haven't really officially done mine. Gemma, I try to be kind every day.
Of course you do. We all do.
Tell me about yours.
So yeah, because I said in my first day one that it's like I'm typically will do these kinds of things, but I'm not very intentional about doing it every day. And so taking these 12 days to being super intentional, I think cool. It's really cool. So what I did today was because it's Giving Tuesday, I actually gave to 2 organizations instead of just one. I usually typically give to one, but I did actually 2. And actually shared some posts about it to let other people know about these opportunities. So
yeah, I saw that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's so many to choose from.
There are. And what I say is just pick something you're passionate about, you care about, or you think should be better or different in the world. There's so much, so much need out there. It doesn't, just pick one.
Yeah.
And even $1, whatever you can do, it helps. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that the community we're a part of doing
I do too.
12. Yeah, I really, really like that. Yeah. Even reaching out to someone you haven't talked to in a long time.
Oh yeah.
I reconnected with a really, really good childhood friend, and it's just so nice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I've been doing that too, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've had a nice little chat here.
Yeah, we have. I don't do this that often.
I know. I like
getting me on here, and
I actually like to do these with one other person. We've never done it with more than one, but which is also can be interesting. But lives is another thing that kind of freaks me out. I know. I don't like doing them, and it's not because I'm super afraid. That you're talking to this little tiny camera thing, and it's like I'm better at dialogue, having a conversation, and that's a lot.
Yourself.
Totally. Yeah, it's really hard for me. So I appreciate that you jumped on with me today, that we could do this together.
Well, let me ask real quick. Do you have your kindness act for tomorrow?
I think I'm going to do because I have to go to Target. Which is,
I know. I love that one.
I know. So I'm going to go ahead and do either in a diaper box or a formula box. I'll put some money in there. I think that's really cool.
I love that for a mom. Can you imagine? Like moms are so tired, right?
I know, right?
I know. That'd be so awesome. Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, Gemma, good talking, and talk to you later.
Yep. Have a great day. The rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you stop it.